Peace to the world. We are in the new Black Wall Street. Yes, I said new Black Wall Street inside of Star Status, which is a store that represents athletics and inner me.
Welcome to Star Status Store. It is the home of inner me and athletics. Inner me is all about crystals, crystal jewelry. We customize the jewelry in the store if you want us to. We have bracelets, earrings, necklaces, and then with athletics, we have the world's first conscious sportswear brand.
Created sports logos and put it on sports apparel. So you can see right here we have Mansa Musa on the basketball shorts. We also have the ancient Egyptian Kemetic Herus on football jersey, tackle twill, captain's tag, heavyweight mesh, all quality material, authentic sports apparel. And y'all come see us at the new Black Wall Street Star Status store on Choctaw Street. Peace.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to my good brother. All right. Shout out to my good brother. Shout out to his brand. Shout out to Star Status. Shout out to everybody in the building. Love and light. Welcome to another episode of Melanin Mondays. This is your brother, Red Pillar. All right. Before I begin, I have to remind the family, this Saturday that just passed, this Saturday, April 30th, we were in class. I'm trying to tell you, we had a 5-hour class that blew everybody's minds away. Our good brother Al Kibalon came through and provided us and delivered us the illustrious illumination.
To this day! To this day!
That's available right now at ktluuniversity.com. That is available at ktluuniversity.com. Make sure if you did not see this lecture, you pull up and you go ahead and get your lecture and whatnot. If you did see the lecture, do me a favor and leave an emoji that represented what that lecture was in the chat room. All right. We ritualistically did it on the black moon, on a solar eclipse. You feels me? And it was powerful. I promise you, it was powerful. We even tapped out with our good brother Richie Moon with a breathing exercise that was out of this world. You know what I'm saying? It was out of this world. So make sure y'all take advantage of that class right there and the information that's being delivered. You dig? Here we go. You feels me? That day was monumental. First, our Kibalon and Red Pill and Blue Pill show. Yeah, that was fire. That was fire, y'all. So with that being said, was really good with the fam. This is not going to be a super long show. I'm tapping in. I was going to do a late show, but I was like, let me get this out the way. Let's tap in. Let's get the information out. You feel me? Let's get some announcements out. It's the first of the month, so you know what that means. Yeah, I'm talking about it's the first of the month. Yeah, man. So let's go ahead and do the roll call before I start running my mouth. Let's see who's in the building. Salutes. Salutes. Let's do the roll call in the building. Shout out to my good brother Jefferson, Karain in the building. Everybody in the building was popping. Okay. So as we begin, we have Connecticut in the building. Shout out to Connecticut, CT. Shout out to CT. If you're in the Connecticut area, pay attention what's going on with Harvard and whatnot, and the reparations and the admittance that they are coming out with about their role in organized slavery. Dallas, Texas. All right. When you see things like that, when you see Connecticut beginning to step up and take responsibility, that's monumental, because I've pointed out before that Aetna life insurance, and I believe it's Hartford life insurance. Remember when we track back slavery, especially those of y'all that's running out there reparation hunting and whatnot, the Bolita is the insurance companies. You have to approach the insurance companies. They have to be brought up. So it's important that you bring the receipts to the insurance companies, because they were the ones who helped to fund the quote unquote slave trade. They were the ones that were insuring the bodies and whatnot and putting the bonds on the bodies. So when we see Connecticut beginning to make reparations conversations, we know that we're making headway. So shout out to Dominica in the building. All right, Dominica, not the Dominican Republic, my niggas, Dominica. Yeah, I'm talking about 718 in the building. All right, Sanford, Florida in the building, Jersey in the building, Chicago in the building, Dallas, Texas in the building, Alexandria, Virginia in the building. All right, Rome in the building, you know what I mean? Dallas in the building, Fort Wayne in the building, Dallas back in the building, BK in the building, BX in the building, South Kakalaka, Brick City, Massachusetts, D-Town, Charlotte in the building, Waterbury in the building, you know what I mean? Yeah, NC in the building, ATL in the building, Memphis in the building, Delaware, what's popping? Yeah. Austin, Texas in the building, Cleveland up in this thing, Richmond in this thing, it's the Louis, Detroit is up in this thing. What up, though? ATL, old New York. That's what I'm talking about, right in the back of the train. Yeah, North Carolina, Richmond, Kentucky, you know what I'm saying? Kentucky, you know what I mean? Detroit, Florida, Cocoa, Milwaukee, Milwaukee, Miami, Memphis, Katy, Texas, New Orleans. I see you. PG, Maryland. I like PG County. Shout out to PG. Virginia Beach. This is festival season too. If you live in one of these places that we've been doing the roll call and calling out, and you got a melanated festival coming up, let me know about that. You feel me? We might be able to pull up. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? If it's advantageous, we just might pull up. You know what I mean? So if there's a festival like a African centered or anything dealing with consciousness, please let us know. Don't hit us on a you know, when the shit is over with the pictures on Instagram. You know, give us the heads up, you know what I mean? Because I'm actually in the process of creating my whole summer schedule built around these festivals, because we outside. And we're going to be pulling up to a city near you to get this guap, you know what I mean? To do commerce. First the business, then the pleasure. You know what I'm talking about? First we do the business, then we start hanging out and whatnot. But we come to do business, you know what I mean? Business is the order of the day. We did enough, you know, we're not here to hang out and shoot the shit, you know what I mean? Shooting the shit don't pay the bills. So we here to do the business, proper exchange, fair exchange, no robbery. The people need some merch, you know what I mean? The people have been asking for some merch. The people have been asking for some products. The people have been asking for some services, you know, so we here to deliver, you know what I mean? We are the delivery crew. Michigan, Memphis all day. Memphis in May all month. All right. Yeah, Dance Africa is back in the building. I'm going to pull up to Dance Africa, inshallah. I have that in my plans. I will put my email on the right here. Let me put it up right now. So if you live in one of those cities and stuff, especially if you know the organizers and shit, please hit me on the email and let's know, you know, let's figure this thing out. Jazz Fest started this past weekend and ends this weekend. Beautiful, beautiful. What's up with the reparations and CT? I was just talking about that. Yeah, that shit put the pressure on it. You know what I mean? I don't know who's out there in CT making moves and shit, but put the pressure on them, because yeah, when you get CT to fold, right? That's where King Philip's War took place. That's where the insurance companies, the top insurance companies, that's where they reside. When I was in Hartford, Connecticut, you couldn't help but to see the grip that Aetna had on that city and whatnot. You feel me? I think it's New York Life Insurance, but it's definitely Connecticut-based life insurance companies that were some of the first ones that were putting bonds and putting the insurance on our people's bodies and whatnot. So they are responsible. Dance Africa is BAM Brooklyn. When you see Brooklyn Academy of Music, short for BAM, that's Dance Africa. That's Memorial Weekend. That's the most lit festival in New York. Hands down. Hands down. You know, on the 4th of July, we have something at Commodore Park, and that's lit. That's litty and whatnot, but it's not fucking with this shit right here. It's not fucking with the Dance Africa. Dance Africa is different. It's special. You know what I'm saying? It's special. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. The playoffs is going on in Memphis, Golden State. Okay. That's what's up. Y'all be safe out there. I know violence is up, man. Rest in peace, Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe out there in Memphis. You feel me? I don't think I'm coming out there this year. That part. Peace, power, prosperity reflections. Yes, peace to you as well. Peace to you as well. But if you could make it to Atlanta for the Malcolm X Fest, Mr. Memphis, you know what I'm saying? Ghost Rider, come and Ghost Ride the whip and pull up to the A. This shit is gonna be lit. You feel me? It's gonna be lit. I promise you. I cry every time I see the performance at Dance Africa, fire. You know what I mean? They really getting it in. They be bringing dancers from actually Africa. You know, they're not just saying it in name and whatnot. It's not just a marketing scheme. The Mondem from the continent be pulling up, doing them dances. And I ain't talking that Afro punk either. You know what I mean? They doing the traditional shit. You know? You missed it. What day is it, family? What day is Memorial Weekend is Dance Africa. Memorial Weekend, that's the end of May. And Malcolm X Fest is the 20th, I think the 19th and the 20th of May. So we do New York, and then we do Atlanta for the Malcolm X Fest. Then the next weekend we do Dance Africa. So I'm just here to let you know. You know what I mean? I'm here to let you know if you have a product, if you have a service, if you personally is the motherfucking brand, you selling your smile and whatnot, and you out here hugging people, if you selling yourself as a brand, if you have a service, or if you got a product, festival season is how I jumped off. That's how I popped off. 2005, 6, and 7. It was me getting into these festivals because the everyday, day-to-day business in Harlem, that shit was not necessarily, it was cool, it was preliminary, but it wasn't sustaining enough. It wasn't like I was making thousands of dollars a week out there and whatnot. I was barely getting by. You feel me? But when I went to the festivals, that's when it opened up my eyes to the probabilities and the possibilities of being able to maintain oneself by becoming an independent business. I didn't have to necessarily work for anybody. And I was definitely shown the success. I was shown the potential for my business being successful at these festivals. So if you want to pop your business off, if you want to pop your brand off, pull up at a motherfucking festival. You know, it's 2022. So you just can't pull up to the festival with a table and a tablecloth and think that you're going to get it off and whatnot. You got to have a display. You're going to have some type of aesthetics that are going to look like, you know, industry standard type of shit. Like you got to step it up. You got to have a banner. You got to have a nice display. You should have business cards. You should have some type of branding in your packaging and whatnot. Like if you have paper bags or plastic bags, it should have your logo on it. You feel me? You might even want to set something up for, people taking selfies and shit like that, or going live and whatnot. You should set up a component for social media. You know, there's a lot more on the table, and that's advantageous. That's good. That's a good thing. So take advantage of that. Okay? Take advantage of that. You know what I mean? Get your business popping, my niggas, because everybody, nobody is waiting. People is out here putting it in. They putting in that work. They're not waiting for nobody's approval. They're not waiting for nobody's, they ain't waiting. They just getting it done. So the name of the game is to get it done. The name of the game was to get it done. That Conscious Connection interview was on target. Oh, yes, it was. That's why I had to put that on YouTube. If y'all are not subscribed to the channel, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. Become a subscriber. Why? Because we just be randomly uploading the IG lives. You know, we randomly upload things and whatnot. We feed this page. I'm almost up to 1,000 different videos on this page, going all the way back to like 2009. So subscribe to the page. Hit the motherfucking like button. You feel me? Hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure y'all catch the last few videos that we put up there. This weekend was powerful. The Strongin was powerful. First and foremost, it started out early rising Saturn day, right? 11 a.m. Not not even before that. Even before that, I went live and whatnot. I got up like 7 a.m. and whatnot. I'm not a morning person. I'm not an early rising person. I don't even like using the word morning. I'm removing morning from my etymology of my lexicon and whatnot, because when I rise up, I'm not morning shit. You know what I mean? I'm not in mourning and whatnot. Even if I'm in a state of mourning, I'm not rising up with that shit on my heart and mind. So it's grand rising over here. I don't know what these niggas on the internet be talking about. They be trying to demean and demote grand rising like it's something negative about that. That's just some fucking toxic shit that people are out here spreading and whatnot. No, it's grand rising over here. It's grand rising over here, not good morning. So on the rising of Saturn Day, we went live. I went live and shit because I wasn't able to go live the night before because Blue Pill was doing his podcast with Al-Kibalon and a good brother by the name of Abiku. And that's a must see episode of What's the Science. That's also on this quote unquote network. What's the Science podcast featuring Blue Pillar and Al-Kibalon. You know what I mean? That's when they get heavy into the science. And they brought a brother on the show who has converted his vehicle and his automobile in order he's converted the automobile to run off of water. Yeah, hydrogen. That part. Yeah, that part. We not talking electronic vehicles, solar powered, gasoline, petrol. No, my nigga, water. You know what I'm talking about? And it don't even gotta be alkaline.
To this day.
Some different shit. You feel me? Some different shit. If it was a peck of wood, niggas would be in my inbox heavily, right? Real heavy these days. Niggas would be, you know, clapping their fins and whatnot like dolphins if we brought a peck of wood through who said that they could convert shit to. But, you know, it's a brother. He's melanated. So you know how our people are. They don't take shit like that seriously. Okay? But he came through with the lick. And he was sharing with us how we could make millions of dollars a day, millions, big M's by doing that. So I was geeked up. You know what I mean? When I saw that show, I was very geeked up. I was inspired. So I went to sleep with that on my mind, and I rose up, and it was like, it's a new day. I'm gonna conquer in the name of, you know, this motherfucking. I'm gonna grab this shit by the horns because I'm inspired. So I got up early, we did a live, and then we did class at 11 a.m. And it was packed. It was almost 70 people up in that bitch. You feel me? I think we sold about 77 tickets. And it was dope, yo. It was dope. The fam that pulled up, the KT Alien students that was in the building, they were very, very on point. I think for the moving forward, if I do a class at night, like if I do a lecture at night, it's going to be some adult shit. You feel me? It's going to be some nighttime shit. You feel me? It's going to be like after dark type shit. You feel me? It's going to have that kind of energy on it. But if, you know, because we need to have shit that's dealing with adult issues and whatnot, because we grown and whatnot. I'm not, you feel me? We, you know, put the children to sleep and tuck little Timmy in and let's talk like adults. But for the daytime, for the rising, when the sun is out, when we deal with metaphysics and the science and shit like that, we're gonna do that in the rise. And when we talk economics and things of that nature, when we talk, you know, digital economies, I think that I prefer doing that in the rising when the sun is out, when you could retain the information a lot better and whatnot. So we had a monumental class. The shit was lit. You know what I mean? The questions were so on point. We did a lot of Q&A. We was answering and fielding a lot of questions. Once again, if you was in the building, if you one of them students, you know, let me know how you enjoyed yourself. Let me know how you enjoyed yourself. Let me know how the class was. You know what I mean? Give me some feedback and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Give me some feedback so we can share that with the family and whatnot. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? The brother Al-Kibalon came through and he delivered. He put some points on the board. Once again, You know, we are a dynamic people. We've been taught our whole entire existence to look down on ourselves, to doubt ourselves. We've been so fucking dehumanized. We've been so desensitized. We've been so devalued in society to where we're just a hashtag and a motherfucking cardboard sign and whatnot. They make us look like we're some fucking poo butts in these streets. They make black men and black women look like we're worth nothing. You know what I mean? We're just a nut. You know what I'm saying? We're just a fucking thought. You know what I mean? An afterthought. That's how they've been programming us. But we got the science, my niggas. We got the receipts. You know what I'm talking about? We got the receipts. We get the downloads. We got empirical proof. We got proof on proof on proof, my geniuses, that we are walking, living geniuses, that we are, oh man, we are some of the most, we are completely the opposite of what they sold us. We the baddest motherfuckers walking this planet. I promise you. And to be able to demonstrate that, to be able to in a real confident way, to be able to fully deliver the fucking receipts, to not, because I don't have to prove anything to nobody outside of us. You understand? That's not my job. I don't stand on no soapbox giving energy to people who don't look like me, whose only job is to hate on me. I don't have no conversation to them, because at the end of the day, I already know what they on. I already know their purpose and whatnot. I am not here to convince nobody that don't got no motherfucking melanin.
To this day.
You know what I'm saying?
To this day.
They don't have no history, no existence, no backstory. I ain't here to convince them about nothing. They see me when I'm coming, my nigga. They could feel me. Before I pull up, they know that we in the building. So I ain't there. And when we pull up, they showing me all of their teeth and whatnot. They not acting like that when we pull up. You know what I'm talking about? They not acting like that in my presence. They don't treat me like inferior. So I ain't even talking to them. I'm talking to us. The conversation is with us. The conversation is with the people who need it the most. You know what I'm talking about? The European, they got spells on them, but the spell ain't on them. The spell is on us. They know who the fuck they are and they know who they not. They clear with that. So to see, to witness, and to be responsible, to have my fingerprints on a motherfucking crime scene, you know what I mean? When we out here killing ignorance, my niggas, that's the best feeling in the world. I promise you, shit. That's orgasmic. And we were able to do this shit meticulously. We did it on the black moon, the moon in Taurus, right? We did it on we did it on the new moon. We did it on the black moon. We did it on a solar eclipse, right? The eclipse, what was indicative of change, which was very indicative of new things occurring and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It was very indicative of closing the door. The last this was the solar eclipse, the lunar eclipse, the beginning of this eclipse cycle. This was the ending of a cycle. The cycle opened up November 19th, 2021 with a lunar eclipse. And then it was able to close itself out on what? May 30th, right? No, April 30th. In the solar eclipse, right? So that's a bookend, right? The purpose of that is it was a bookend. And I even came on this show and I was like, yo, I was doing energy checks. How's your energy, family? How's everybody doing, family? Mental health checkup, family. You feel me? Because I give a fuck. You know what I mean? I know what I was going through. So I'm like, shit, if I'm going through some shit, I can imagine what the next man is going through. Y'all all right? On some Bobby Hemmings shit. Everybody good? You know what I mean? Because I know what the fuck. I know the energy that was hitting this planet in the month of April. Like February, March, April, that shit had me rattled and whatnot. Come to find out, that was the energy of the eclipse, because it hit the planet before the actual eclipse actually happened and whatnot. There were other alignments and whatnot, but that was definitely the eclipse energy, and that energy is still going to be with us. The shadow of that energy stays with us for about 6 months. So what it is that you did this strong in will determine a lot, even if it was subconsciously, unconsciously, or consciously and whatnot. If you ritualized it, or if you were just going by your everyday life and didn't even realize what the fuck was going on and whatnot, you're still a part, you're still playing part and parcel to, you know, you're programming your motherfucking future. You know what I mean? Your life is a determination of your choices and the shit that you do. Am I gonna cross left? Am I gonna look both ways when I cross? Am I gonna go right? Am I gonna go this way? All this is the Adjustment Bureau. This is all about the decisions that you make and your intelligence and the shit that you know, right? It's gonna determine, it's gonna help you make the right decisions in life. So you're not walking around willfully ignorant, doing dumb shit just off of impulse, my niggas. Because we see how that works out for people. Some of these niggas get lucky, but 99.8% don't. So anyway, we did the lecture. Mine was lit. I was enjoying myself. I was pleased with myself. I wasn't hard on myself. I was doing something that Akibalon said for the eclipse. Do something that you're not comfortable doing. I was like, yo, I'm gonna wake up early in the rising and go live. I don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an early rising type of person. You usually see, I'm nocturnal. I'm Scorpio. You see me at night and whatnot. I'm a night rider. You know what I mean? But I was like, I'm gonna get out my comfort zone. I didn't even have a fucking shape up. And for guys, you know how serious that is to go live without a shape up, nigga. I was
To this
definitely outside my comfort
To this
zone.
day.
Never do no shit like that. You know what I mean? So I pushed myself and I was in an uncomfortable space and I delivered and whatnot. So I was able to hold my head up and whatnot and move forward. So after class, I went to the West End because there was a celebration taking place. It was an event called a spiritual makeover. It was a spiritual makeover, and Mama Pill was being honored and whatnot. A sister by the name of America Sutton, she put together a beautiful roster of about 20 different speakers. The majority of them were goddesses and whatnot. Sister Soleil was involved in that as well. She was involved in it. Mama Pill was involved in it. Mama Tassili was there. There was a whole bunch of beautiful, beautiful goddesses, beautiful sisters and whatnot who have stories to tell. And we were inside of a melanated owned spa, right? Where they have saunas, massages and whatnot, foot detoxes, all of that fly shit. I was there with my family, my sister Nakiba. I have an older sister who she's about 3 years older than us. You know what I'm saying? She helped raise us. My younger brother, KT, the Arch Degree, he was there with his queen. Blue Pill, he was there with his queen. You feel me? So we was in the building and my mother was being honored and there was good music. You feel me? Aromatherapy. There was drumming taking place, sound bowl therapy and whatnot, the harmonics and whatnot, aromatherapy. It smelled good up in that bitch. You feel me? And then they served us food and whatnot, like we was VIP. So that right there, that was another upgrade. You feel me? That was another upgrade, you know. And then I went over to the Zen bar and they had a new moon ceremony and whatnot where there was another group of beautiful sisters. You know what I mean? We in Atlanta. Keep that in mind. We in Atlantis. You feel me? We're in Atlantis. So in Atlantis, you know, the energy that's in Atlantis is the goddess energy and whatnot. That is a prevalent energy, and to be surrounded by it is to be, you know, to be blissed. You know what I mean? You're in the right place. You know, you could take that energy and do something with it. So I was just tapping in, and then the next day, right, which was yesterday, Sunday, I had the opportunity to support my good brother Bashir, aka Ampu, 19 Keys' younger brother, and he had a video shoot right in the West End, and that shit right there When that video come out, that's gonna be powerful. You know what I mean? Brother 19 Keys was there. You know what I mean? It was a great supporting cast and shit. So I'm just giving you a little rundown of what my strong end was, how we ritualize the moon. You know what I mean? How we ritualize, you know, all of the windows of opportunity that have been opening up. Yes, yes, yes. Scorpio full moon on the 16th. That's when I'm going to be doing our next class and whatnot. By a show of hands, how many people will be up for a class that's going to be dealing with cryptocurrency, blockchain, you know, all things Web3, right? We're in 2022. We're in the second quarter. If I'm correct, we're in the second quarter, and we haven't necessarily talked about the digital economy. So I'm thinking about bringing forth a class that's going to be another installment of the evolution will be digitized. And I think this time around, we're going to have a live demonstration on how to code and whatnot. We're going to bring one of our developers on board. We may code a cryptocurrency, a coin, or we may code on a blockchain. We're going to do something in real time to demonstrate the power of coding and whatnot. So how many people think that that's, you know, something that we need as a community right now? You feel me? Because, you know, I'm not embroiled into money bag chasing and whatnot. You know, we do have the stream chasers. We encourage the fam to tap into multiple incomes or multiple streams of incomes. However, when it comes to Web3, I feel responsible for helping to push that narrative to encourage those out there who have the mind state, right, or the proclivity to become coders or to tap into development. Because I'm like, yo, if you get on top of it right now, you could change your quote unquote the trajectory of your life. You could earn up to 700,000. They're paying motherfuckers 700,000 to be to code. They paying developers 700,000, 500, 400, 300, 200. You know what I mean? And that's not to, you know, because we're not thirsty and whatnot. We're not chasing no carrots. We're not chasing nobody that's dangling a carrot and whatnot. You could work for yourself, nigga. You know what I mean? You could work for yourself. You have to learn the code Web 2 before Web 3. Well, shit, there's people out there that's knowing. Believe you me, you need to come and join the Discord. Niggas done figured that shit out. You know what I mean? They done figured it out. It's not a mystery. You know what I'm saying? There's people out there getting to it. They coding. They coding. What coding language? All of them. You know what I'm saying? All of them. You know, all of them, especially the ones that are in demand right now. That's what I'm encouraging and whatnot. So we're gonna onboard our KT aliens back into the digital space. I think I might bring Slice, my good brother Slice, as the guest speaker, because he's been doing monumental things with his brand and whatnot. He just launched a DAO about a week ago. We were on Clubhouse. He launched a DAO called a starterkit.dao and whatnot. Him and his team, they've been doing they've been making big moves. They had Mark Cuban. They onboarded Mark Cuban into the Metaverse the other day in Miami at a Bitcoin convention. They've been making moves. They've been on the news and shit like that. So I might bring that good brother on board. He's been with us in 2020 and 2021. He's been already a guest speaker inside of these workshops that we've done. So I'm thinking about bringing the good brother on board. Y'all let me know if y'all ready for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know if y'all wanna mix with that. That might be I'm looking at doing that at the end of May. But for the middle of May on that Scorpio moon, Brother Red Pill, I'm gonna dust off my my teaching hat. I'm gonna dust off the teaching hat. I'm gonna put my blazer back on, and I'm gonna hop in there, and I'm gonna do probably another segment of the either American Gods. I'm weighing out American Gods, or you know, the evolution will be digitized. I'm weighing it out which one I want to do, but I'll be teaching as well this month. So look out for that. Look out for that. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be fire. You know? That's right. We just finished calling ourselves super geniuses. We're gonna soak up Web 2, Web 3, and when Web 4 come, we already gonna be ahead of the curve. We're gonna be soaking that up too. You feel me? These languages is the same thing if you learn in French. You look at it like that. If you could run around and be a polyglot, if you could learn French and Spanish and all of these other dialects, you could learn motherfucking JavaScript, my nigga. You know what I'm talking about? You could learn JavaScript. Fixed signs will benefit most from crypto investments for the next 6 months with the solar eclipse that took place on the 30th. That's right. That's definitely right. JavaScript, Solidity, Rust are the top 3 web languages, right? So, okay, let's dive into that. HTML and CSS in the book so far. Salute to you for that. Yeah, let's dive into that. You know what I mean? I got people who got people who got people. So each one teach one. You know what I mean? So we're going to do a live. When we got our coin coded and whatnot, they coded it in real time. We were able to see that shit in real time. And they were using the Solidity language and whatnot. They were using our Solidity. And it was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. That's right. We did MySpace with no training, just thirst. We was thirsty. So that shit had niggas coding so they could get their page lit and whatnot. I was like, I'll be damned if I'm not gonna have my page popping with the motherfucking with the King Tut background. You know what I mean? I had the Boondocks background and whatnot. I had the music playing. You know, we was coding back then, and that was damn near, that was eons ago. So what are we waiting for? What the fuck are we waiting for? And you know what I love to say, that it's really not for us. It's for the little ones. It's not for us, really. The coding thing is not for us. It's for your sons and your daughters, your little mans in them. You know what I mean? Damn near everybody on this call got a teenager. You know, a large percentage of us got teenagers and whatnot. That's their language. That's for them. They the future. They're the ones that are going to soak it up, not you. That's not really you. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't for you. It's taking you long enough to wrap your mind around certain mundane concepts. No offense, but you're not digital. Your child is. So this is about setting it up, making it right for the homeschoolers, especially for the homeschoolers. Fuck the bullshit. Teach them coding languages. Teach them open source. Teach them how to develop. Fuck the bullshit. Like, don't waste their time. Let them really tap in, especially if they're mathematically inclined and whatnot. If they on a nerdy shit and they mathematically inclined, please don't just do what's right by them. Point them in the right direction. I promise you. I said this since 2015. I was very adamant about it. Very adamant about it. You know what I mean? People didn't even know what I was talking about, but I was able to walk them through. I broke it down to the very last compound. I was very simplistic in my teaching and whatnot. And I was like, look, teach the children how to code. The evolution will be digitized. It's not a fucking game. Shit, I promise you. Now look at this. Now look at where we're at. Did I lie? Did I steer you wrong? Was I being facetious? Or has the evolution completely been digitized and everything that was being spoken of is in front of you right now, right? So once again, this is about being on time. So you're not late to the party and whatnot, because nobody likes to be late to the party. It's not a good feeling to be late to the party, to show up and shit already done popped off. You feel me? The drinks is almost finished and whatnot. They already had the motherfucking the dance of the night, and you just strolling in fashionably late. Don't know what the fuck is going on. That's how they got our people in some of these spaces and whatnot. So it's time for us once again to get on our motherfucking Carl Lewis and get in the race and get to the front of the line. The Indians and Africans are learning all of them languages. You damn right they are. You damn right you damn right they are. They learning that at a feverish pace, and the Asians as well. But definitely the Africans and the Indians are running with the Web3 shit like it's the hottest thing since motherfucking sliced bread, because they know, like I know, what. Oh man, I'm not even gonna continue. I'm gonna stop right there. You know, so be on the lookout for all of that. Very soon, we'll be making the announcements about our upcoming classes. Very soon, we're in teaching mode. We're here to teach. We're not here to preach. You feel me? We here to teach. The Melanin Monday, the Third Eye Thursdays, those are cool and everything, but we here to fucking teach. We're here to create geniuses. We're here to edify the geniuses amongst us. We're here for results. There's nothing else left to do but to do something. I'm tired of just laying around and reporting the news while shit happens to us and being reactionary. There's no fun in that. There's no power in that. There's no braggadocio in that. You know what I mean? You know, you can't draw from that. You know what I'm saying? You want to draw from being proactive, being able to be ahead of the curve, speaking shit into existence. You know what I'm talking about? Being able to bring cutting edge information to your people before it becomes mainstream, giving them the opportunity to be early investors, early onboarders and whatnot, being able to get ahead of the curve. So when the learning curve hits, you're not behind it and whatnot, looking mad stupid like, which way did they go? Which way did they go? No, you don't. There's no power in that. There's no power. We look pitiful when we're in those positions. So you got a bag for someone nice with computers. What you mean by that? What you mean by nice with computers? Please explain that. Fixing the computers, building the computers, working the computers. You should come and join our Discord and get your mind blown away by how many geniuses that are on board that we have in that Discord that are doing things. We're not doing things on Instagram, on YouTube. We're not doing things on Facebook. We're not doing nothing on these motherfucking platforms because these platforms is not where the work is being done at. You know what I mean? These platforms is where you go to talk about your work once it's done. Clubhouse, the work is being done behind the scenes. The work is being done off grid. The work is being done on social networks, not social media. Social media is where the commercials are being shown. You know what I'm talking about? That's not where the work is being done. That's where niggas is uploading pictures and whatnot. That's where people are making reels and shit. You know what I mean? To show off and whatnot. The work is not being done on the gram or YouTube. There's nothing being built on YouTube. You can't sit on YouTube. You can sit on YouTube and build, but that's not what YouTube is being used for either. These platforms are being used to disseminate gossip, rumors, news, updates, shit like that in motherfucking 1-minute commercials. That's what these platforms are for. But the real private business, the shit that you don't see in the public, the real shit, that's being done off this off of these platforms. I'm just here to inform you of that in case you didn't know. When the cameras are not on, right? When the cameras are not on, that's usually when the most work is taking place. Hit the like button, y'all. Make sure y'all hit them like buttons. You got some ideas for a black social media site? All right, you're gonna need more than ideas, though. You feel me? I'm gonna just let you know at the end of the day, you're gonna need a lot more than ideas. You're gonna need a budget. You know what I mean? A lot of people got ideas and whatnot, and niggas don't got no budgets. That's why nothing grows coming out of Black America and shit like that. Niggas don't have a budget, and the budget is the gasoline. You know what I mean? Hey, niggas have not learned how to convert that car off on water yet. So the gasoline and the fuel is the motherfucking fiat or the resources and whatnot. So that you need that too. I don't want you to be misled by anything. You need that too. You know, faith is not enough. You know what I mean? Faith is not enough. You need a motherfucking business plan. Because you could get funding all day. You just need a tight ass business plan. You need a white paper. You feel me? You need a roadmap. You need a tight ass business plan. You need to have all of your T's crossed and your motherfucking I's dotted and whatnot. You need to have your business in order. I'm here to let you know this. And if you need help doing that, we do consultations. So you can easily reach out, my genius. You know what I mean? If you need assistance with that, don't be shy. Don't sit around and lose the motherfucking your position. Don't sit around and you look up and it's 2020, it's 2030, my nigga, and the whole world has already evolved, and your idea is 5 and 6 years old, and 5 or 6 different people have taken that shit and made $1 billion off of it. So hit us up at KTL. Let me put the email right there for anybody that want to tap into the consultations. That's Red Pillar at 75, Red Pillar 75 at Proton Mail. Yeah, hit us up. Hit us up. You know, these platforms will jack your intellectual. You damn right they will. You damn right they will. And they've been doing that. They've been doing that for a minute now. You feel me? Like, you upload something to Instagram, they own that shit. You upload a video to YouTube, that's their property. They own all of that. They data mining all day. They taking all of our information. They own all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Even on Zoom, for that matter. So we got to be very meticulous. And even when we speak of certain things in high detail, it needs to already have been trademarked. You got to have the paperwork. All of that shit got to be tight. You just can't be out on these social media sites sprouting out $1 billion ideas and shit. Them niggas will snatch your wig. Facts. They out here snatching chains. Bet that. You know? Bet that. Bet that. No, Red Pillar 75 at Proton Mail is right here on the screen, right under my head, right under my face. It's in red. It says Red Pillar, the number 75 at Proton Mail. That's how you reach out. That's the best way to get in touch. Yeah. So I think on Third Eye Thursdays we're gonna do we're doing an we're going to do like an open panel. We're going to be bringing people in and whatnot. I'm going to be bringing my good brother Dooley back on the show, Dooley the Shaman. The event that they had in the ATL was postponed till May. So that gives us some time to interview the beautiful sisters and my good brother Dooley as well. So we could go a bit further into what it is that they're bringing to the table, because that's dealing with healing as well. They're going to be out here in Atlanta dealing with some high level healing that I highly suggest that anybody that needs healing, if somebody out there needs healing, if you healed and you want to heal more, you feel me? If you're healed and you want to heal more, if you're healed and you just want to tap into something, well, the end of May, they're going to be out here in Atlanta doing about a whole 5 days full of different kind of work. So Reiki, toad medicine, a whole bunch of shit I can't even talk about right now. I'm going to let them come on the show and talk about it. They were already here a few weeks ago. I'm going to bring them back. You feel me? This whole month, we're going to be having guest speakers, and we're going to be bringing interesting people on board, you know, just to let y'all know that shit is moving and things are happening. And people are really out here edifying their genius and whatnot. And we're doing that so we can encourage every single person, my KTLians, the fam that's in the audience, or somebody who may see this shit 20 years from now, to tap into a greater part of themselves, to motherfucking activate. You feel me? To let that sun kiss you and wake something up inside of you. You feel me? To put your feet in the motherfucking dirt, to ground yourself, to get that download, to get that charge and whatnot. There's nothing else to do but that at the end of the day. To me, everything else is just wasting time. Facts. I wrote some ideas for a website. Yeah, that's what they do. Yeah, they do that, man. They do that unapologetically. They be having that shit in the agreements that you signed and whatnot. You don't even realize that you signed the agreements to let these motherfuckers steal your intellectual property. Also, May, we're gonna be rolling out some music, some new music, some videos, some visuals. That's also in the calendar month of May. Look out for that. We'll be pushing that real heavy, real soon. Keep your eyes open for that. You know what I mean? We'll keep you abreast to what's going on in that world when it comes to the entertainment and the music and shit like that. You feel me? Yeah. Salute to everybody. So I'm like I said, I'm out. You know what I mean? I'm making this a short show. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on in the news, but there's nothing going on in the news. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. There's a lot of distractions. So I don't even want to waste my time and talk about the distractions that are going on, because I promise you, like, that's not the real news. The real news is that the energy on this planet is up. There's a great reset taking place, and that reset has to do with our energy being reset. The position that we have on this planet is being reset. Our purposes are being reset. That's, to me, what we really could be focusing on. Solar flares are going crazy. The sun is erupting. You know what I mean? This planet, this plane of existence is being bombarded with all type of energy. Meditate, get in the water, be able to absorb these things. We're going to climb Stone Mountain this one day this week and whatnot. You know what I mean? So we could get back on that quartz and whatnot. You know, just get into alignment. Get into alignment. You feel me? Get into alignment. Prepare yourself. Get yourself ready for the summer equinox and whatnot, because that's coming up. You know what I mean? I mean the summer solstice. My bad. Get yourself ready for that. Get yourself ready for the festivals that are coming up and whatnot. Like I said, if you got products and services, you know what I mean? Talk to your team and whatnot. Have a fucking powwow and see if you could, you know, put something together and pop out. You know what I mean? And stamp yourself. The new generation is here, and they not asking for permission. They stomping, they making moves and whatnot. I'm privy to a lot of the younger brothers and sisters that are out here making a motherfucking name. They ringing bells and whatnot. You should be one of them. You should be one of them. I promise you. You the motherfucking stage has been set. Niggas already done. You know, we set the table. The table is set. The stage is set. The tables have been set. Everything has been set up for every single one of y'all out there to fucking win, my nigga. I promise you. You don't got no opposition. You don't got no opposition. We did the heavy lifting. You don't got no opposition. Nobody is holding you back. There's nobody in your way but you. So for the newer generation, aka the freshmen that are out there, aka the sophomores, this shit been set up for you to be a millionaire. If that's what you know, if that's what it's about for you. You feel me? Because not everybody is not on that mission to motherfucking get the chicken and whatnot. Everybody's not chasing a bag and whatnot. The stage has been set for you to be a galactical legend, nigga. The stage has been set for you to get on the stage that will make you an immortal. The stage has been set for you to make your fucking name be known, to make your ancestors proud of you, your ancestor guides proud of you. Fuck what Trump said. That's what I'm talking about. I don't care about what Trump said. I don't care about what Joe Biden said. I don't care about what nobody said. It doesn't matter anymore. It never did.
To this day.
It never did. Nothing that he said in his 4 terms has any validity right now. Nothing that Obama said, nothing that none of them said has any sway over your motherfucking life. Who cares about them? We're not going to even give them our energy anymore. Stop that. All that they are stepping stones that you could stand on and get taller and whatnot. Other than that, who gives a fuck what any of them say? It doesn't matter. They're going to be more erratic as we become more motherfucking flamboyant in our godhood. They're going to be more erratic, my nigga. You understand? This nigga's trying to be president in a few years. Of course he's starting to talk. Nobody cares about that. I don't care about Elon Musk buying Twitter. None of that shit, none of it interests me. They rocked you niggas to sleep when they had you niggas and they didn't tell you about Bitcoin 10 years ago. They had all of you niggas' attention in 2012 and all of these, and they never mentioned blockchain. They never mentioned Bitcoin. They never mentioned Ethereum. They didn't mention nothing to you that would empower you. All they did was take your lunch money and leave you niggas on the corner crying after the march and whatnot. They sucked your energy dry, my niggas. That's what they did. And now they out here inflating motherfuckers and taking all of your lunch money. We don't care about none of that. We don't care about none of that. We're going to focus on the people who speak life into us and who speak it, and who the visionaries who could paint the motherfucking picture of the future. That's the only conversation that I'm willing to, entertain. All that other shit is skullduggery. All that other shit is skullduggery, my nigga. And if you get caught up in their web, once again, they're going to drain your data. They're going to drain your energy. They're going to drain your fucking chi. They're going to dim your light. They're going to put you in a fear bag. And they're going to have you out here promoting the new Jabberwocky and whatever trick bag that they have. They're going to be having you niggas running around being their parakeets and campaigning for them. So miss me with the talk about what everybody else is doing. What are we doing? What are we doing? There's a gold rush taking place with the technology in the tech world. It's a whole gold rush going on right fucking now, my nigga. It's mad different ways to get it too. It's about 8 different gold rushes going on. Like I said, if that's your thing, because that's not what everybody's on. Some niggas just want to meditate and motherfucking listen to Laundrell all day. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, my nigga, that's okay. If you can meditate and get your bills paid, it's all good. Let it happen. You know what I'm talking about? Let it happen. It's not one size fits all. But I ain't gonna continue. I'm not gonna keep going on. We at the 1 hour mark. Go check out Black Magic 363. I think AA is there. You know what I'm talking about? We'll be back for Third Eye Thursdays, inshallah. You know what I'm saying? Ramadan Mabarak to all of the people that are out there. Ramadan Kareem for all of the brothers that are brothers and sisters celebrating the Eid and whatnot. You feel me? Salute to all of the family that pulled up tonight. I appreciate every single one of y'all. You know what I mean? Will there be an International Arts Festival this year? Yes, there will be. Dance Africa and the International Arts Festival will be in New York this year for the festival, the summer festival season. I will see every single one of y'all if y'all decide that y'all pulling up at them festivals, because we will be at those festivals doing what needs to be done, making our presence known and whatnot, tapping in with the family, man, it's been a while since we've been outside like that. So we're going to take advantage of it because it's been a long time. So being able to socialize and to see people who I haven't seen in a minute, that means a lot to me. I like shit like that. You know what I mean? I get charged up by things like that. I'm a social butterfly. I'm not one of those people that are like considered to be introverted. So, this is my season. Yeah, I'm talking about. This is definitely my season. None of them should influence your frequency and galactic timing. Politicians are hustling backwards. Yeah, like it's like the shit that we all seen over the past few years. We don't even have AA was not. AA is tonight too, man. Come on. You gonna tell me the schedule? What are you talking about? You can ignore it, but it's still gonna affect you. Nothing is going to affect you if you don't let it affect you. Nothing will affect you if you don't allow it to affect you. That is a lie. It's all mental. None of that shit will affect you if you don't allow it to affect you. The only reason certain things affects you because you're not doing enough to offset that effect. If you was getting to the chicken, if you was getting to that bag, if you was getting to your inner work, if you was getting to self-love, if you was in love, in a great relationship, you know what I mean? If you was loving on self, you will not have no time no space or no energy to let anything outside of you hook onto you. I know. You know what I'm talking about? Your motherfucking shield will be too high. What are you talking about? No, none of that shit could penetrate you. Pause. You know what I mean? It's because we have all of this idle time. Idle time is the devil's workshops. Motherfuckers are easily distracted, being swayed in the wind, just sitting around waiting for the next instructions and whatnot. You got to focus on yourself, king. That part. Love and light to y'all, man. We'll see you again.